Hey Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is going to be your March reading. I know that I'm getting to these readings late. A lot has been going on, especially with this, the world, this global pandemic that's going on. Everyone seems to be in a frenzy, but the universe never ceases to have a message to relate to all of us during any circumstance, okay? So, Capricorn, it seems that during this month of March, there has been work being put in on your part in order to manifest what you desire. So, I feel that Capricorn, the way you all think, or the way some of you all think, you have to work for what you want. You know, I feel that there are those of you who believe that in order to get exactly what you want, there is an exact amount of work that you have to put into manifesting that very thing, you know, in order to reach that goal. I see the energy of believing that or realizing that you're not going to receive what you want without putting in certain efforts. And I feel, Capricorn, not that I feel, what I'm seeing here with your cards is that it's going to pay off, okay? However, though you guys are busy, you guys are maybe busy doing a lot of things, or you have been busy before this whole entire pandemic situation happened, there is a need to understand when to stop and relax, when to stop and gather your bearings, when to stop and drink water. You know, let's talk about maybe a physical situation where maybe there are those of you who are workaholics and you don't stop to eat, or you don't stop to take a nap, or you don't stop to drink some water or some coffee or tea, what, you know, a smoothie, whatever that is. If you're not stopping to gather yourselves within this busy time, you're not going to be able to give 100% to this endeavor, to whatever endeavor that may be, okay? There's a lot going on in the world right now, and the universe is, with this Saturn transit, there's this pandemic, and I hate to always bring the pandemic up, this coronavirus. It's here for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, right? And in a way, the universe is causing us to step away from our daily busy lives to go within ourselves and practice self-care, because we live in a society where we are progressing, but at the same time there are things that are missing within our society, that in regards to education and teaching us to understand how precious we are you know, in our own existence on this planet, Capricorn. This is a time to stop and think about what you desire, what it takes to gain what you desire, and going through with that. Now, part of what you need to do in order to reach a goal, you need to rest, right? So if you're not taking those moments, or that hour, or even some of you all may not feel that taking a vacation is priority, but it should be a priority if you're wanting to give 100% every single time and not sacrificing your self-care, you know, throughout the process, okay? I also feel for those of you who are in a relationship, and you're happy in your relationship, and this person loves you, whoever this person is. For those of you who are, you know, even friendships or your family, people that you connect with on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, if you're not taking the time out to be around that healing energy, or to rest and relax and just be in a comfortable state of mind around these people because you're worried about work and you're busy with work. Some of you all may travel for work a lot. Okay, some of you all are single mothers and you feel that given your decision to have children or to create your own family, if you're a single parent, single mothers or single fathers, it's okay to take a break. Like I have a sister, and when she had her first child, I told her your child needs a happy mother, not a perfect one. Okay? So those of you who are parents out there, your children, don't create this idea in your mind that it's okay to not want your children to repeat certain mistakes that you've made in your lives, right? But you also don't want to get caught up in creating an idea of what your children may need without really understanding what they need. If you want your children to be happy, you want your family to be happy, then you have to set that example, right? For those of you who may be the head of the household, or for those of you who have taken on that role to be a better person in your family, to help your family along in their lives. So I feel that there is definitely there's a lot of happiness, there's a lot of prosperity here. For those of you who are not experiencing this is what you're manifesting, okay? But if you're not feeling this happy energy, Capricorn, it's more than likely because you're not taking the time to relax, to rest, to take things one day and one thing at a time. Okay, because we have the Queen of Coins here. This is your energy, Capricorn. And there are those of you who are married, male or female, but there is, when it comes to your finances or your physical well-being, there is a need to take the feminine approach to it. Male or female, doesn't matter what your gender is or who you identify as, you have to learn to take the feminine perspective. Self-love, self-care, grounding yourselves constantly, obviously, always grounding yourselves, but remembering that as you ground yourself, there is a need to, if you're busy, find ways throughout your day. Like if you're getting up in the morning, you have to be at work early, maybe you should pack your lunch or breakfast like that the night before. Get some smoothies, or any type of juice, any type of, drink more water. Any time that you're able, maybe wear some running shoes to work or jog to work, or download an app on your phone that tracks how many steps you take each day. Maybe listen to meditation music while you're at your desk, or for those of you who have desk jobs, ride your bike to work if your job is close enough, to do so. Change up how you practice self-care during a busy time. Okay, there really is no excuse for why we can't do better for ourselves, whatever better is in our individual lives, right? So take that feminine approach to things, okay? Wearing yourself out it shouldn't be something that's normal anymore, Capricorn. Okay, so then we have the Six of Coins. So again, this is very beautiful energy here. This is building on a firm foundation. This is getting what you put out, right? And you're putting out what you're expecting to get back, right? So this is all very, very strong earth energy for you, Capricorn, during this time. Your energy is very strong within your own lives, and for those of you who may feel like you can get away with cutting corners, it's not going to work. You have to put in 100% into your job, but in order to do that, you have to put 100% into loving yourselves. And whether it means you taking a bath in Epsom salt, or getting a massage, whatever that is, getting a foot soak, go doing your nails, doing things, putting 100%, not allowing any type of distractions to deter you from focusing on yourself in that moment. Even if it's, listening to an audiobook, an inspirational audiobook while you're working, if you're able to do that, or eating a much more healthier lunch on your lunch break, or, Put 100% into that moment. And then we have the Knight of Staves here. Sorry guys, the sun is, it's been very gloomy for the past week or two, and the sun is finally coming out. It feels great, but sorry about the light fluctuation. It's just the clouds are moving, and so I hope that you guys can see me okay and see the cards okay. Anyway, so we have the Knight of Staves here, Sagittarius energy. Again, that busy energy, moving a lot, maybe traveling a lot for work, a lot of things going on. Some of y'all may be dealing with a Sagittarius, and maybe you want them to come along with you. You know, some of you all may be in a relationship with a Sagittarius, or you may have a Sagittarius child, or a fire, or a Aries or Leo. You know, I'm a fire sign child. Some of you all, or your child is older. You know, some of you all may be wanting to go travel to go visit your children who are older. They may have children of their own. But, or some of you all may have a child who's very, very busy, you know, and you want this for them. Maybe they saw how hard you worked when they were little. You know, for those of you who have children who are older, you know, maybe in their 30s or 20s or 30s, and they saw how hard you worked, and maybe, Capricorn, maybe you're wanting to change up and let them know, hey, you know, don't do what I did, you know, learn to rest, learn to go on a vacation, learn to take care of yourself in the process. And maybe that's something that you need to practice, Capricorn, before your children can understand that, right? Because at the bottom of the deck we had the Ten of Cups, so it's that happy energy, that happiness, that prosperity, the ultimate happiness, okay, that optimism, that healthy family life, you know, nothing standing in the way of that happiness. It's a beautiful, this is a very beautiful reading, Capricorn. I'm really happy to see this for you guys. I'm happy to see that you guys are manifesting this for yourselves. And for those of you who feel like you're not on this wavelength, you're not in sync with this energy, then the advice is to learn. Doesn't matter the circumstances, Capricorn. Doesn't matter how much you hate your job. It doesn't matter how depressed you may feel about your circumstances. Step back, you know, go take a bath, or go to a hot tub, go for a walk, go spend time in nature, go do something that makes you and makes your body and you within yourselves feel worth it. Right? Like, I got up this morning feeling super tired, and there's a lot of things going on, you know, around the world, and, you know, our people's jobs are in jeopardy, you know, finances are in jeopardy. Like, nobody really knows exactly what is going to come each day, but, you know, there are times where you just got to push through, you know, and understand, like, hey, you know, my body doesn't really care about my job or what's going on around the world. My body cares about how I'm going to provide for it throughout the day, right? So that it can survive. So remember that, Capricorn. Please remember that, you know. Getting up for me is not always easy either, but my body is always on point, letting me know, hey, I'm hungry, or I'm thirsty, or I need to go outside, I need some sun, or I need more warmth, or, you know, whatever it is that my body needs, I give it to it. I give that thing to it, you know. Your body always tells you what's going on and what it needs. So listen very closely to your bodies, Capricorn, okay? So for your advice, like I said, you have the camel. Camels are naturally built, or, you know, they were created the way they were to survive harsh climate, harsh desert climate, right? There's a reason why they have that hump on their back. It's not just for fun. It's there because there's water stored in that hump. So as they travel long distances through harsh climate, they don't have to constantly stop at a water hole. You don't come across a camel being too thirsty or being parched, you know, and constantly looking for water. In order for them, sorry guys about the noise. In order for them to survive and because again, Capricorn, you don't want to constantly, every single time you try to do something for yourself, your body is in a state of distress. You want to be able to just Go do something for yourself, that like pamper yourself, but still feel energized in the process. You know, you don't want to continue to put your body. You don't want to continue to put your body and your mind, and, you know, into this state of distress and drainage. Okay, you want that hump on this camel's back is built to store water, so that when the time comes for them to restore their water, they've already taken care of all of that throughout the whole journey. They're not constantly stopping to find water. You know, you don't necessarily have they're able to focus on that journey, right? So you have to focus on your journey currently, Capricorn, and you can't focus on the journey if you're constantly in a state of distress. Okay, it's not healthy. And then we have the Elf Queen, and it says introverted burden responsibility. So the Elf Queen, she's an energy, like that feminine energy, like I was telling you guys about, whether you're male or female. Get in touch with this feminine energy, because this energy, this Elf Queen card, represents someone who has a lot of responsibility, whether it's that responsibility that you've put on yourself or that others have put onto you. You know, you may be in charge of other people, but whatever your responsibility is, Capricorn, you don't have to exert so much energy to get work done. Make sure that you are reserving your energy, you know, so that you can deal with every task one day and one task at a time, one item at a time. Okay, not trying to rush to get to one, to be attentive to one schedule, to every schedule all at a time. Try to take it one. If you have to be someplace at 3, and then another place at 3:30, and another place at 5, whatever it is, one at a time. Okay, focus on that task, give 100%, but make sure the only way you can do that is if you're getting in touch with this feminine energy and loving yourselves and pampering yourselves, right? Learn from people around you who also has responsibilities. You know, there may be those of you out there who may feel like people who take breaks or go on vacations a lot, or who pamper themselves a lot, that you may feel, Capricorn, that they're not taking their goals or their work seriously. But everybody has, as human beings, as living beings, we all have to take a break, right? So the times that you didn't really understand these things, you know, where you're just working and working, you're a workaholic, those times will also pay off. But now is the time to change that, to understand your worth as a human being, as a person, as an individual, you know? So that's your reading, Capricorn, and I hope that you guys are safe during this time. Much love and light to all of you, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. All right, take care. Bye.